All right, how's everybody doing tonight? Did you get out in the fray today? I actually did venture out today. Of course, I had to go to the post office and drop off stuff before they closed up, and I was surprised that it wasn't nearly as crowded as I thought it was going to be. So, yeah, I guess everybody got it out of their system yesterday, right? Everybody's like somewhere sleeping and eating leftovers today, maybe. I don't know. All right, so we've only got one thing that we're opening up tonight, and that is the back half of a case of playoff football, the one that we started on Wednesday night, which was its release day. But before we get started on that, I do have a little information to go over. We're going to take a look first. What you're seeing now is a direct break. This is a break that I'm not listing on eBay, at least not for the time being, and we're working on selling it directly through. Wow, where did I go? My head just went way off through chat and messages and such. I was thinking about what it was and not what I was saying. Brain neutral, yes. So it is a random team break for 4 boxes, which is a half case of 2017 Bowman Chrome mini sets. The sealed mini sets are not really the important part of that. Those will be awarded by way of random. The important part of that break are the mini refractor parallels that come packaged separately. So there's 30 per box, gives us 120 in that break. If you want in, it's $40 a spot. Each spot gets 2 teams, so it's $20 a team, but obviously, minimum 2-team buy-in. All in, shipping costs included. We'll break it when we fill it, etc. The second thing we're working on selling directly right now is Leaf Greatest Hits Basketball. We broke a case of this directly earlier. This will be our second case of it. Also opening a box of 2016-17 Grand Reserve. We'll only ship the hits out of Grand Reserve, though. Everything is a hit in Leaf Greatest Hits Basketball, so that all ships. It's buyback cards. That's the main draw. It can be Panini, Upper Deck, so on and so forth. Tops could even have some in the mix there. I guess if we went really far back in time, Fleer could potentially be in there too. Little Michael Jordan rookies and whatnot. And in addition, each box also has an autographed Leaf original card. It'll either be LiAngelo Ball, LaMelo Ball, or Kyle Kuzma. Kuzma, of course, would go to the Lakers. Either of the Ball brothers would be given out by way of random. That one is $100 a spot. Each spot gets a pair of teams, shipping costs included, break when filled, etc. Jay Allen is here, so is Greg. Jay Allen, you were asking me about this one, right? If any of the parallels are autographed. I've not seen any that are autographed. I mean, I guess, I don't know. You'd have to double check that. I haven't seen any that are. There are one-of-one printing plates in there, but they really don't have to be autographed. You do a quick little search on that. Some of that stuff sells for one little card, $500, $600, $700, $800 plus on some of those. So if you haven't ever looked at what those sell for, those parallels, you pull up the Acuna out of that set, the Juan Soto out of that set. You can look at Aaron Judge. That's his rookie year. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff in there, and the buy-in relatively low in relation, especially because we're going to open so many of them. All right, so moving on to our regularly scheduled programming, so to speak. Feedback. That's to let you know that mine is completely automated on eBay. So what that means to you is simple. Just anytime you leave positive feedback for me, you're going to instantly get positive feedback in return. You never have to wait. And of course, as always, I want to say thank you for being here, spending part of your evening with me and chatting and bidding and breaking and hanging out with me. We're looking right now at breaks that are coming up on eBay. Tomorrow night is an off night. I'm going to start getting the holiday weekend wound down tomorrow and get back to business. I'll probably do a lot of sorting and getting shipping ready for Monday. So you may see a lot of labels print and that sort of thing. Know that it'll go out on Monday, of course, as will the stuff that we printed labels for tonight already. On Monday, we will open another case of Immaculate Football along with a 14-box case of Rookies and Stars Football. On Tuesday, it's a 12-box case of Certified Basketball, which is the last of the certified. Wednesday finds us opening Leaf Autograph full-size football helmets in a 3-box case. as well as another 6-box case of Immaculate Football and a 12-box case of high-tech, Topps high-tech, not Bowman on that one, but Topps high-tech baseball, which we've had really good luck with on our other 3 cases. So that's why I decided to bring in the 4th one. Then on Thursday night, we'll open a half case of Leaf Autograph Football jerseys, another case of Immaculate Football, and another case of Rookies and Stars. We don't have any new releases next week on Wednesday, but on Friday, we will have, I believe it is Absolute Basketball. That's assuming it hasn't moved or anything, weird like that. What you're looking at right now, got a lot of information on here. Let's boil it down into something manageable. So paid shipping breaks, we don't have any free shipping breaks tonight. We have one break, a single break. It is a paid shipping break. That's playoff football. I'm anticipating it to be out the door no later than Thursday. I hope to have it out the door to you faster than that. In all likelihood, I probably will, but plan on Thursday at the latest, and just hopefully look for it to go sooner. You don't have to worry about consolation cards tonight. There's a lot of cards in this half case break, and every team's going to pull some, so we don't have to worry about that. A 10-box case of 2018 playoff football half case break. It is break number 2. And of course, it ended tonight on eBay. Saturday, the 24th of November. We're breaking it same night it ended. Team names, of course, in a format that you're very familiar with by now, which is teams on the left, and your name is up in lights across from your team on the right-hand side if you happen to be the winning bidder tonight. Hopefully I didn't make any cut and paste errors this evening. I did that the other night. I forgot to clear the clipboard and made a big hot mess of it and on a couple of teams. But you guys probably know this already, but if I don't ship from what you see there on that spreadsheet, that's there to make life easy for us, to remind us who has what and help us out when we have randoms and things like that. But you would never be in danger of anything shipping to the wrong place, even if I do something boneheaded and don't, get the get the clipboard cleared when I cut and paste. So our playoff football, we started this case the other day. First half of this was really good, and I expect that our second half tonight should be equally as good. So let's catch up on chat over here. So who else is here? T. Cassidy is here. Donald, you're asking if there are any teams left. No, sir. Everything's sold tonight, and you guys are all wonderful and got everything paid for tonight, and it is smooth sailing on this Saturday evening. So thank you all for that. Fishman's here. Fishman, I have not seen you in forever. How have you been, Fishman? And Ezekiel is here. We haven't seen Ezekiel in a while either, so nice to see you too, Ezekiel. Jay Allen, I am indeed slacking off tomorrow. I wish. I have so much stuff to do. I am so far behind on everything. I've got a ton of stuff to do around the house and family-wise, and then we're probably going to try to get some sorting done and some labels printed so some stuff can start getting out the door on Monday. But it does always feel a little bit like I'm slacking off if I don't break in the evening. I will grant you that. Plus, I will probably have a withdrawal somewhere along the way, and I'll end up opening a box of something or another for myself. You can almost plan on it. That's what happens to me most of the time. Like if I take a night off from breaking, you can almost always plan on me going, hey, I want to open something about halfway through the day. All right, and I don't think I said this a moment ago. Most of you know it because many of you break with me often, but for anybody who doesn't, I am aware that the background went out of focus a couple of minutes ago. I don't use autofocus in my breaks, so when I manually set it, I set it so that we can see the cards up really close. And as a result of changing that setting so that we can see them really close, it does make the background go out of focus a little bit. But don't sweat that at all. When we start picking up the cards, you're going to be able to see them with no problem. Greg, you typed in CF. I don't know what CF means. College football? What does that mean? Like, there's college football tonight. My UK Wildcats are beating up on those Louisville Cardinals. Jay Allen, you did some homework today, huh? You must have looked at the checklist. And so you want to see the Rams and the Titans come out of here. And Shannon is here. Hi, Shannon. Geo's here. Hey, Gio. What you got going on? How was your holiday, Gio? Haven't seen you either. Fishman, you've been working in 12-hour shifts. You're right. That does stink. Nobody likes that. 'Tis the season, though, isn't it? I mean, UPS delivered something here tonight, apparently at 7:30 at night. Now, they didn't bother to ring the doorbell or knock on the door, left it sit on the porch. So I didn't find it for about 2 hours. Part of it was in the rain, so that was good. But anyway, yeah, I think everybody's working long hours. Thunder and lightning insert. We're going to find a load of these as we go through. That one is for the Chiefs. We're going to find plenty of these rookie wave inserts as well. That particular one is Calvin Ridley and the Falcons. If you want one of these kid reporter codes, if you are so inclined to enter your kid in that, feel free to write down the code and have at it. Go for it. And maybe you will get lucky. And if your kid wins, then, you know, we all want autographs, right? So right off the bat, Jay Allen, there's a Rams hit for you. It is an Aaron Donald Relic Accolades is our card set. Hidden Gems for Mr. Antonio Brown. We'll find a fair amount of those hidden gems as we go along as well. Of course, most of them are, you know, like 6th round, like Antonio was, and I think 6th round is where Tom Brady came from as well, if I remember right. Number to 99, that is Jordy Nelson as a Raider. Playoff Heroes, we'll find lots of that insert. Air Command, we'll find lots of that insert. And of course, our base cards, you know the drill. We kind of buzz through those at a pretty good little clip. Fishman, you're looking for some Steelers tonight, huh? And this is a Turning Pro Baker Mayfield relic for the Browns, the Cleveland Browns. Look who else is here. Vinrod is here. We have not seen you in a long time either. You're at the cabin and you were bored, huh? And you're looking for some Packers. All right. Well, we haven't seen you in a long time, man, so I'm glad things are going well. You're having a little downtime. That's a good thing. Everybody needs a little R&R. Number to 10 for the Patriots, that is Rob Gronkowski. Stargazing is another insert we'll find plenty of. That particular one was the Falcons. Jay Allen, you said FedEx and UPS don't ring your doorbell either, huh? You know, guys, we're thinking about getting that Ring doorbell. Have any of you guys got that? We've been talking about doing it for a while, but the problem is it doesn't fit exactly in the space that we have. And I think we would have to get one of those little modification kits. And so we've been dragging our feet a little bit, but Costco has it on a really good deal for the holidays. So I don't know. We're thinking about it. Then that way they won't even have to ring the doorbell. You know, the thing should just go off and tell us they're out there. Well, Jay Allen, your homework paid off, right? Did you have the Saints or did you say Rams? And you might have said Rams and Titans, not Rams and Saints. But anyway, this is a Saint, and it is Marcus Davenport autograph hit. I don't believe I said it earlier, but we do have 2 autograph cards and 2 memorabilia cards per box. As always with Panini, that is quote-unquote on average. So, yeah, you know what that means. It means we could have one less, we could have one more. Most of the time, we'll have 2 and 2. Every once in a while, one of them might get replaced by a rewards point or something, you know, kind of crazy like that. Buckeye for Fun is here, too. It's like old home week. Some of you guys that we haven't seen much lately are all hanging around tonight. So good to have everyone back. Spend a little holiday time with your breaking family. That is a James Washington card for the Steelers. It is numbered 1099. Playoff Heroes for the Steelers, a Bradley Chubb. Rookie Wave for the Broncos. Another little kid reporter dealio there. And Mason Rudolph for the Steelers. So there you go, Fishman. You were looking for a Steeler. We hooked you up right away, didn't we? With a little Mason Rudolph autograph to add to your collection. Terrell Suggs is going to be numbered. It is to 99. Yeah, I don't know why they don't ring the doorbell. It is really frustrating to me because tonight what they left outside at, after dark when they delivered it, by the way, like well after dark when they delivered it, and just didn't even, like, you could put it kind of behind some small trees and shrubs and things that are up near the house. You could put it in behind that, which some of my drivers will do, and you wouldn't really even be able to see it from the road or the sidewalk or whatever. But they set it right in the middle of the front porch, and half of one of the packages was out, like, in the wet, in the rain. So, like, they didn't even set it all up under the covered part. And it was like $1,000 worth of packages that they just thought, oh yeah, it'd be a good idea to drop these off after dark over the holidays when porch pirates are out in force, and then not tell anybody we were here. That seems like a good idea. So I have no idea what they're thinking. Fortunately, my regular UPS driver, who very seldom works on a Saturday, but my regular guy through the week, he's awesome. He will always either knock on the door, or a lot of times he'll blow the horn when he pulls up, and we'll, know he's out there and go meet him out front. But when you start getting these relief drivers and the extra drivers they do over the holidays and the weekend ones, and now the Amazon people, of course, are delivering their own stuff. So Amazon no longer using the post office or any of that. And those guys have no idea what they're doing. They, the ones that deliver to me, pull up in a U-Haul. And the first time I saw them, they were parked out in front of our house for probably 20 minutes. Several of them, and they were getting in and out of the front and back of the U-Haul and putting stuff out and putting stuff in. And I finally opened the door and I said, man, what's going on? Because they don't even wear anything that identifies them. They just had on like a safety vest, like a highway worker would wear. And they said, oh, we're delivering from Amazon, but like we can't find your package. We're supposed to have it, but we can't find it. I mean, it's just crazy. It says Devontae Adams and the Packers with a game day relic there. So ultimately they never found it and they just drove away. And that's another one that somebody delivered kind of in the middle of the night, I guess, because the next morning it was there, but we had, checked the porch before we had gone to bed the night before. So I don't know. They've had a hard time delivering here. Alvin Kamara and the Saints with a game day relic. Yeah, Jay Allen, I should be doing a better job tracking mine as well. I mean, truthfully, I do a very good job keeping track of the stuff that's coming in for our breaks. I always absolutely know what is coming and when it is supposed to be here. But a lot of the stuff that's being ordered right now, like some of this is stuff we just ordered on Thanksgiving Day, and it already showed up today. So that's a little faster than I would have expected for most of that. This is numbered to 24, and it is a preview edition. Oh, yes, baby. You have got yourself a Jalen Samuels Optic Rated Rookie autograph. How you like me now, Fishman? Oh, that is nice. First half of the case, we had the preview for regular contenders. We had an autograph for the Dolphins for that one. And our preview autograph here in the second half of the case so far is out of Optic, which is pretty nice. I love that that is part of playoff this year, that they have the preview autographs in there. It just gives you a head start on everybody else who's going to be trying to sell it when it comes out in several months. Game day relic, Aaron Rodgers. And the fact that it was numbered to 24, no less, makes it even still yet a little nicer. And see, that just reminds Fishman why he should be here breaking with us all the time. Because see, he gets good mojo here, right? Oh no, you said you've already gotten it? Oh no, you've already gotten the same one numbered to 24 in another break? Oh, daggone it. Well, I thought I was doing something good for you. Kay Matlock is in the house. Hi, Kay Matlock. Here is Vita Vea showing up for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I like Vita Vea. Big defensive man there for the Bucs. Rookie wave Saquon for the Giants. Well, Fishman, I thought I was doing something good finding you that nice low number preview autograph, and danged if you didn't already hit it somewhere else. Oh, well. I tried to impress you, but it didn't work. This is Sean Lee to 99 for the Cowboys. Stargazing for the Packers. And there is Hidden Gems. Antonio Brown again for the Steelers. Little kid reporter thing. And who have we got there? More Thunder and Lightning. More rookie waves. Oh, it was the same player and also numbered to 24. Well, Fishman, you're cornering the market on it then. You've got 2 out of 24 means you have almost 10% of the available cards for that. So you can corner the market on it anyway. That's, I guess, Numbered to 25, it's TJ Watt and the Steelers. Mickey, you said you built a box next to your front door that says, "Hey, dummy, put the package in this box." Does it really say that, Mickey? It doesn't really say that, right? I mean, you built a box, but you said something probably nicer than that on it, I'm guessing. But that's pretty funny, man. That's pretty good. That's Mike White to 99 for the Cowboys. And there's Thunder and Lightning for the Bengals. And a rookie wave for the Broncos with Cortland Sutton. Ito Smith and the Falcons. And Ito is numbered to 49. There's Thunder and Lightning for the Kansas City Chiefs. Rookie wave, Sony Michel. You guys, Jay Allen and Greg are like, oh, come on, more Steelers? I know. We didn't pull, what did we pull? Maybe one Steeler out of the first half of playoff? Maybe not. I mean, maybe one. Maybe, I don't know. I can't remember what we pulled out of the first playoff half case for the Steelers, but I don't think it was a lot. It might have been, though. I don't know. Something recently had one single Mason Rudolph. That could have been Leaf, though. Could have been the Leaf mixer with that. You guys know I sometimes am challenged about remembering which break has had which thing in it. You said, Fishman, you said you put a dog house and told them to put it in the dog house. You don't have a dog, but the others don't know that. Well, there you go. That was a good idea. That was a good idea. Yeah, I just can't imagine. I mean, I know they're in a hurry, and I know they have a route to deliver. And obviously, they're not financially liable if anything happens to a package that they just drop and go. But I would really think that common sense would just tell you to ring the doorbell or knock on the door. I mean, it takes you're already standing there dropping off the package, and I would think it should take you somewhere in the neighborhood of 2 seconds to either push the doorbell or knock on the door. I mean, it's just stupid. So, I don't know. But anyway, he could have also, like I said, he could have easily just put it right behind something and hidden it instead of setting it on half on the porch and half off the porch. So, like, half out in the kind of pseudo rain situation. It's not really raining, but it was kind of like, I don't know, misty, dampy kind of stuff. What do you call that? Some might say light rain, but no, it wouldn't even qualify as light rain exactly. It's to 99 Pierre Garçon and the 49ers. Just enough to sort of get the box a little wet. Fortunately, that was it. But I don't know. Porch Pirates are out in force. Denzel Ward for the Cleveland Browns. I like that plan. If you've got Cleveland, you're rolling right along. You've got a Baker relic and now the nice Denzel Ward autograph. Your rookie defensive player who's really been pretty good. And now for something completely different. How about another Cleveland Brown? This one is Antonio Callaway, number 225 for Cleveland. The Cleveland Browns. Yeah, Jay Allen, I call them Porch Pirates. I don't know what everybody else calls them, but that's what I've always called them because, I mean, that's basically what they are. They are pirates, and they just kind of follow. I mean, you know, you hear these stories. They just follow along behind the UPS truck or the FedEx truck, and when somebody doesn't, you know, come right away to a door, just jump out and get it. It's to 99 Arizona Cardinals. And I've had stuff stolen off our porch before. Thunder and Lightning for the Rams, and that is Air Command for the Chargers. I mean, it's been a while, but yeah, we had like, it was a pretty handy amount of stuff, $1,500 worth of stuff. Lions, Steelers. Stolen right off the porch, and one of my neighbors watched them do it and like made no attempt to stop them. Thunder and Lightning for the Patriots and Hidden Gems for the Patriots. Because, you know, when I realize it's gone and I go, because it's stupid. It's my fault because it was out there and I wanted to run around the house and drive the car around to get some of it because I was taking some of it somewhere. And I'm thinking, you know, it's 120 seconds for me to run around there. Well, somebody grabbed it in those 120 seconds. Denver Broncos, Von Miller accolades. So I look around and see that one of my neighbors is out across the street on the porch. And I said, man, did you see somebody just take this stuff off? Oh, yeah. This guy pulled up in a truck, right? Right as soon as you walked around the corner where he couldn't see anymore, he started throwing it in the back of his truck and drove off. It's like, yeah, well, thanks for stopping him there, brother. Numbered to 50, that is the Green Bay Packers, Aaron Rodgers, with a nice dual color relic there. It was actually a pretty cool relic for Aaron Rodgers. Thunder and Lightning, Steelers, a little Sony Michel rookie wave for the Patriots. Greg, the next football product, boy, I don't even remember. Next week, as I said, we don't have any. Well, of course, we've got Monday night. We've got Rookies and Stars. That is its release date for Cyber Monday. This is Ito Smith, numbered to 99. So we'll have, of course, we'll open Rookies and Stars on Monday night. Thunder and Lightning, Titans, Hidden Gems, Cowboys with Roger Staubach. And after Rookies and Stars, I don't know, because we have that on Monday, nothing on Wednesday, and provided that the schedule holds, we will have Absolute Basketball on Friday of next week. James Washington, it's another Pittsburgh Steeler coming out. So, Fishman, you have your mojo working for you tonight, that's for sure. It is rolling right along and bringing you some nice hits for your Pittsburgh Steelers so far. So Rookies and Stars, it's always a lot of fun. That's another one that they made surprisingly little of this year. I don't really quite know what the deal is. I don't know why they're making these products. I guess I do. Products that you can normally readily buy after the fact. I guess they don't want you to be able to readily buy it after the fact. I guess that is kind of the point, for them not to have leftover stuff, right? They don't have any leftover product in their warehouse that they've got to try to push down the line to distributors, and then distributors are happier because they get it all sold out without having to sit on any inventory. So I assume that's the rationale behind it. Greg, I like Rookies and Stars. I mean, it's one that I look forward to every year. I can't, you know, again, all those things are very individualized as to whether or not someone likes them. I mean, certainly there are products that I like better than others. We all have our favorites. But, I mean, it's a product probably similar to Playoff. It's a little different than Playoff, but it's along the lines of Playoff. Maybe a notch above Playoff, but kind of in that same sort of family of cards, if you will. Deshaun Hand and the Lions. That one is numbered to 10, and it is number 10 of 10. Haha, how you like that? I like that. I always like it when they're numbered first in the series or last in the series. There's no reason why it should make one tiny, teeny little bit of difference to me, but yet it does give me a special little thrill if it's first or last in the series. And here we have Kerryon Johnson, numbered to 99, also for the Lions. Seahawks, Thunder and Lightning, a rookie wave, Baker Mayfield for the Cleveland Browns. Oh, Fishman, they're booing you, aren't they? Because all your Steelers are hitting. Yeah, that's okay. They don't mean it. They don't mean any harm. They picked that up from Scott. Scott likes to come in and boo various things, and we've all picked up that habit now. Scott's booing. This is numbered to 99, Ezekiel Elliott and the Cowboys. But it's a family thing, so you know, take it that way. It's not a bad booing. This is the Falcons, Thunder and Lightning. It's a rookie wave, Michael Gallup and the Cowboys. Although somebody came in, Jay Allen, who was that? Somebody came in here, I don't know, within the last month anyway. And I don't even think you were talking to them. You were talking to somebody else about how the breaks were uploaded or whatever. But I think someone thought you were talking to them and telling them to watch it later or something. And then, like, got mad at you and kind of called you out in chat. I don't remember quite the circumstances of that. I saw some of that after the fact. That's to 25, Kelvin Benjamin and the Bills. So, yeah, sometimes weird stuff happens. Thunder and Lightning, Patriots. That is Bradley Chubb and the Broncos with a rookie wave. Sony Michel, Patriots autograph. Hey, hey, I like that. I do like that. Yes, the Broncos were heavy in more than just illusions, though. Honestly, the first, oh my gosh, half dozen at least of the products that we opened for 2018 were absolutely packed with Broncos and Packers. Yeah, tons of Green Bay, tons of Denver, and all of the early stuff. And it seems like that we're a bit more evened out as we get, which is, you know, often what happens. The hits will kind of start to even themselves out a bit as we get farther into the season. But early stuff was definitely tons of Broncos. Oh, no, the guy I blocked the other night's a completely different guy. No, it's not the same guy. This is Drew Brees, accolades, the New Orleans Saints. No, I can't. I wish I could remember who it was exactly. You said Minnesota. Oh, maybe it was Minnesota Scenes, but I can't think who the person is that connects with that YouTube username. But that is not the guy from the other night. Calvin Ridley and the Falcons. No, I know the guy from the other night because he's basically trying to rip me off for some money right now, filing his little fake case because he got mad because he got blocked. I know exactly who he is. Doris Fountain and the Colts. Indianapolis on the board with an autograph hit. No, Minnesota Scenes has always been really, really nice. And I think just read something and thought you were directing something at them that you weren't. And if I could remember who the person is that went with the username, I would let them know that. Lamar Jackson turning pro for the Ravens. Or if I had noticed exactly what was happening when it happened, but I kind of, like I said, I was a little bit late to the party on that one, and by the time I figured it out and kind of was putting it together, I think the first person had already left the break, or left the chat part of the break, so I don't know. I don't even know what made me think about that, but something the booing. The booing made me think about it. Yeah, so that might be right. That might be who it was, but I can't think who the person is that goes with that. Because, usually everybody's YouTube name is different than their eBay name, which is obviously different than their real name. And at times it is challenging for me to remember who is who. But other times I can remember, but that one I can't. Fishman, oh no, you said a breaker ripped you off a couple weeks ago, never shipped your hits, and wouldn't return your messages. May I ask who it was, please? Because I would like to know so that I don't break with that person. Or if it is anybody that I know, I could maybe try to intervene and, help you out if it's anybody that I know or anybody that, maybe somebody I know knows down the chain or something. But if you could let us know who it is, I would appreciate it. Oh, Greg, no, you're talking about when you say the nut job. You're talking about the other guy from way back, even farther back, the mini helmet guy who absolutely lost his mind because Leaf didn't include the COA, and we figured out how to fix it, but that still kind of didn't work for him, and I don't know, it's a long story, but yeah, that's not that guy either. This is Von Miller and the Denver Broncos accolades. And really, I'm not, that guy, it's not even that big a deal that the guy got bent out of shape about the mini helmet thing. I mean, it was not really very reasonable considering that it was going to be fixed and Leaf was paying for everything. That's to $25 for the Titans, but it wasn't that big a deal until all the stuff he did after the fact. And then that kind of made it more of a big deal. But that's, I don't know. It's the way things happen sometimes. Always interesting. Always, always interesting. And you said a new guy that he... Say what now, Fishman? He's a new guy. Hasn't. I bet that's supposed to... I got you. Autocorrect went in there. And he hasn't done many breaks, I'm guessing is what you're saying. Indianapolis Colts, Naheem Hines. That is numbered to 50. Turning pro relic. Well, Fishman, if you wouldn't mind sharing who the guy is, I imagine everybody would appreciate knowing so that they could avoid it. I won't read it out loud, but if you want to type it into chat to share with those of us who are watching live, that might not be a bad thing. And you know that you can file a case and get your money back on that. That is numbered to 10, Kirk Cousins and the Vikings. Because, I mean, if you had cards pulled and the guy didn't send you anything or didn't send you what he was supposed to send you and he won't return your messages, you can absolutely, legitimately, with a clear conscience, file a case with that and most likely get your money back. And I believe that's what Greg is saying there too. Yeah, Greg is saying open a case. There's another James Washington for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Daggone, man. Steelers really are kind of owning this half case, which is, much to the chagrin of everyone else in here, I imagine. That is numbered to 99. It is Tariq Cohen. That was Thunder and Lightning for the Chargers and a little Zach Thomas hidden gems. And we're rolling. Denzel Ward comes out again for the Browns. That's the second. We've had 2 James Washingtons now, and now we've had 2 Denzel Wards. The first half, we did not really have much in the way of duplication. The second half here, we're definitely getting some visits from the duplication fairy, and she probably needs to go on about her business and leave the rest of our case alone. That's what I'm thinking. Hey, Mickey, I don't like that plan. Mickey says, why can't Panini, I'm paraphrasing, but why doesn't Panini come out with a product that has no Steelers in it? Because that would make me very sad, man. I like my Steelers. Don't be hating on my Steelers just because they're having a good night here. Don't be hating on it. And this is Landon Collins to 99 for the New York Giants. And then we have the Giants with some Thunder and Lightning and then an Air Command for Kirk Cousins and the Vikings. Jay Allen, you said eBay told you they wouldn't help you with breaks unless you filed a police report. Wait, what now? I don't remember that. What was that you said? We talked about that guy. I don't remember that. What was that about? And why would, I don't understand why eBay would not help you. Why did they say they, I mean, because did the guy not send you anything? Or I'm confused. I don't remember that conversation. You're going to have to refresh my poor old brain. Nick, you said you need some dolphins. Well, then let's set about finding you some dolphins. How about that? I will work my mojo magic for you, Nick, and try to produce a Miami Dolphin. Huh, they told you the same thing. File a police report. Really? Now, did they actually ship you something, but just not everything they were supposed to ship you, or they didn't ship you anything at all? That's just weird. That's just not, that's like not, that's not at all what I experienced from my side of things. I mean, from my side of it, anytime anybody says anything, eBay just gives them their money back. Just like this D-bag who, you know, we blocked the other night because of, well, we all know the story. And then instantly when I blocked him, he opened a case. Now keep in mind, he had gotten his stuff a week before, had already left feedback, had no problems with his product, and then filed that case just in retaliation for being blocked. But yeah, I mean, no, eBay doesn't care that I say what happened. They say, well, you know, that's the customer and that's their word against your word. Really? Okay. But then they tell you guys that they won't help you. So strange. Numbered to 99, that's Josh Rosen and the Cardinals. There's Thunder and Lightning for the Bengals. The Eagles with an Air Command. Shaquem Griffin and the Seahawks. That is numbered to 10. That's really nice. I like, first of all, I like this kid, and I like when we pull his autograph. And secondly, I like that it is numbered to 10. So if you've got the Seahawks tonight, which might be, is it 702 Breakers that has them tonight or somebody else? I can't remember. There's the Falcons with the Thunder and Lightning. Air Command and the Panthers. Playoff Heroes. There's Rookie Wave coming through again for Bradley Chubb and the Broncos. Stargazer for the Steelers. A Hidden Gems. Some more stuff. Other stuff. Fishman, you said nothing was shipped. And they told you you could file it in 90 days. Well, that can't be right. I mean, you can go on there and open a case before something even ships, because I've had people do it before. Marquise Goodwin and the 49ers to 25. I had some guy go in and file a case saying the item was not as described as soon as the break ended. This has been a while ago. It's been like a year ago. But yeah, he didn't get any hits in it. And instantly, when the break ended, he instantly opened a case and asked to return the item because he said it was not as described. That is numbered to 10 for the Falcons. Seahawks, Thunder and Lightning, and Air Command for the Patriots. So, of course, you know, I call eBay and I'm like, you do see that this guy opened this case like 10 minutes after he, you know, an hour after he made the purchase, and it couldn't possibly have already been received and be not as described. They're like, oh, yeah. I did work some mojo magic for your Dolphins. Hoo-ah. How about that? Yeah, see, I told you I'd hook you up. There you have Bob Greasy, 225. Yes, baby. Mojo's flowing tonight. There's a rookie wave, Josh Allen and the Bills. I like it when a plan comes together. It would have been bad if I said I was going to work the mojo and then nothing came out, wouldn't it have been? That would have really been bad. For the Bears, it is Mitch Trubisky. And guys, all of his cards say Broncos on the front and correctly say Bears on the back. All of these relics for him that say game day. So how stupid is that? But they made a typo on them, and everyone I have seen so far has that exact same typo on it. And hang on a second. You said, oh, it was hits for the Rams and the Bucks. And yeah, I don't know, guys. I mean, first of all, I hate when any breaker does something to rip somebody off, because then it just kind of gives everybody a bad name. So I absolutely hate when that happens. That is to 99, Tyler Lockett and the Seahawks. And there's the Jags, Thunder and Lightning. There's an Air Command for the Vikings. And on the flip side, of course, there's plenty of bidders who intend to defraud, you know, breakers and set out and do that. Cortland Sutton, Broncos, turning pro. And so, I mean, I guess the river flows in both directions, so to speak. And I don't know if there is a good way to figure out how to not have that happen. In general, I would say whenever it's somebody new, just don't, that you haven't broken with before, or if they're really new to eBay, just don't spend very much the first time or two. Make sure that you're going to get everything and that it's done correctly and all that stuff before you spend big money. That would be my only thing I could say that might help. Yeah, Fishman, I know you can file before 90 days. Whoever told you 90 days that's a load of hooey, I think. I'm pretty sure that's a load of hooey. Nikki's just happy that it wasn't a Steeler. You literally typed in nice, not a Steeler. I know, you guys always hate on my Steelers, man. Don't be hating on my Steelers. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't worry. We'll end up losing before we get, you know, we'll have something happen and fall apart just like we did last year against Jacksonville in the playoffs. We'll have some kind of calamity hit and not make it beyond the AFC Championship game. We may not even make it to the AFC Championship game referenced last year. So, not to worry. All right, kids. Let's see what we have to find here. So far, we've been doing fairly well. Fairly happy with what we've had thus far. But, Jay Allen, I still owe you what? Titans? Is that right? There's Sony Michelle turning pro relic. Or did we hit your Titan? We didn't hit your Titans, did we? Yet. We hit your Ram something pretty early on, but I don't think we've hit your Titans yet. So I might still owe you a bit of Titans mojo, right? Josh McCown to 99 for the Jets. You said don't jump ship on your on your Steelers just yet. Listen, I'm not going to jump ship, but I'm just telling you, historically, this is what has happened to us for the last several years. You know I love my boys in black and gold, whether we are good or whether we are bad. That is to 25, Ezekiel Elliott and the Cowboys. I love them all the same. But we're just inconsistent. Mason Rudolph and, the Steelers. That's going to elicit a chorus of boos. Thunder and Lightning for the Bucks, and a little Rodney Harrison hidden gems there. Part of it, I think, really, is that Ben has there's still some old Ben magic in there that shows up every once in a while, but there's also some old man Ben that shows up in there every once in a while, and kind of you don't know which one you're going to get sometimes. Carlton Davis, numbered to 99. And I love me some Big Ben, okay? Do not misunderstand me. I love our man, Big Ben. But he is getting a little long in the tooth, as they say. And so sometimes it shows up. It's not like Eli Manning level of showing up at this point, but it still shows up some. Seahawks, Thunder and Lightning, Hidden Gems, Bo Jackson. Thunder and Lightning for the Jags, and there's an Air Command for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Clay Matthews is getting ready to make an appearance here for the Green Bay Packers. Fishman's worried about whether or not they're all going to fit there to ship. I'll get them to you, man. Don't you worry. That is Clay Matthews Accolades Relic. Both lower corners have a little bit of chipping on them. You can see kind of the white down there. Actually, a tiny little bit along those top edges, too. Nothing terribly dramatic, but, visible anyway, for what it's worth. But I do kind of wish I had ordered more playoff because we have had pretty good luck with it, but alas, I did not. Just based on where it was in the release schedule and everything around it and the holidays, and it's usually so easy to pick up more later. I just ordered the one, and then here we find ourselves. That is numbered to 49 for the Packers. And a couple of inserts. Shiny, pretty shiny inserts. Marcus Davenport for the Saints. I think we already had a Marcus Davenport for the Saints. So definitely the duplication fairy is in full force here tonight in the back half of this case. She is just waving her little wand over everything. You said, Greg, you said what? You want a case of what? Say that. Greg, autocorrect got you on that. You want a case of something out. You said Eli Manning's next stop is McDonald's, as in he's going to have to work there. That's kind of funny. Oh, Fishman, you had it covered tonight, huh? You put in a high amount so nobody could snipe you and grab the Steelers at the last second. Well, you did well, my friend. You got your money's worth and you did not get sniped. And I believe you got them for less than your bid amount. So, all the way around, a successful bidding. I like it when a plan comes together. I know I said that before, but I do. Yeah, sniping, I mean, it's just so easy to do. There's so many, the services that do it. I mean, I use it. You all know I use it. I like it. I haven't used it as much recently because I haven't been bidding as much recently. But when I bid a lot, I use that almost exclusively because it's so much easier for me to keep up with what I've got coming and going and whatever. I just like it better. Thunder and lightning for the Packers. There's air command for the Cowboys. Aaron Rodgers, Green Bay Packers, numbered 299. The double nines. Wonder then, you know what? I'm going back to something you said a minute ago, Jay Allen. You said that you got a package from Amazon this week that came in the mail. And I have not gotten anything from Amazon other than the Amazon Direct drivers in a while. Now, granted, we have a distribution center here, which could have something to do with it. But my postal carrier said that they had lost the contract with Amazon. Now, I assumed he meant Amazon nationally, but perhaps he just meant locally. And he said that that's the reason why, is because everybody, they were going to start delivering all of their own stuff. And here is a Contenders preview autograph. Ronald Jones coming out for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, you know what's interesting? The Optic one, Contenders Optic, had the stamp on the back, right? That said preview. And this one doesn't, but it is a preview, and it is also numbered to 24. But anyway, that's it's always good to find the previews in here because Contenders is not coming out until the day after Christmas, assuming the schedule holds, and I don't even know when Optic comes out. It's just to 99 Dolphins, Kenny Stills. But either way, you're going to be way ahead of the game in terms of being able to sell it before you have much competition. Sure, only other competition will be coming out of other playoff. Marcus Mariota, Titans, Jay Allen, ba-boom. How you like me now? That is numbered to 35 game day signatures for your Tennessee Titans. So indeed, you're studying. I don't know what your studying consisted of, but I'm assuming probably going over some checklists and things like that. Well, your studying just paid off. Dalton Schultz, that is numbered to 49 for the Cowboys. And this is Fournette and the Jags with a game day relic. Well, for sure, Greg, Amazon did do both UPS and the post office around here, and then they had switched to almost everything was coming post office. Very few things would show up by way of UPS, and now there's no post office, and I get those guys I told you about that drive around in the U-Haul and deliver it themselves. That is Bradley Chubb and the Broncos with a relic. Well, see, we conjured up some good magic mojo for you tonight then, too. Is that really the exact one you were looking for real? Like you bought it thinking, I'm going to hit Marcus Mariota tonight? Or you bought it just thinking, hey, they've got a lot of hits in there or whatever. But if you were really having the Marcus Mariota feeling and then we hit Marcus Mariota, that's pretty cool. Little clairvoyant there, huh? Vikings numbered to 99. Stargazing, and there's Naheem Hines for the Colts. You know, I wonder where Martin is. We haven't seen Martin in chat tonight either. Or Latchman. He might still be somewhere at the Mall of America. Bless his heart. I still can't believe how nice that was of him, man. Got up at... had his wife and his daughter at the Mall of America at 5 a.m. on Black Friday. Whew. That takes some dedication right there, folks. You did have the Mariota feeling. Well, see, then your luck is running well. A little holiday luck came into play there, maybe. Fishman says, oh, you still want to hit more, Fishman? Oh, now. Donald, you are looking for Mark Walton. Huh? You know what? We had a leaf mixer the other day, a couple days ago, Thanksgiving Day. And we just opened a bunch of different 2018 leaf products. 12 boxes of various cards, products, and then one mini helmet. And I think we hit 2 or 3 Mark Waltons out of that. I was sorting that today. I ran out of time to get some stuff shipped because I got some stuff out, obviously. But post office, you know, they close early on Saturday, so I did not get it all out. But that is one where I do remember in sorting that there were several Mark Waltons. And we will be probably getting some of those labels printed tomorrow for Monday pickup, most likely. Thank goodness my regular guy comes back on Tuesday. He's been off. When he comes back on Tuesday, we'll have been gone for 10 days. Oh, now that's just crazy. I think that's the third Marcus Davenport. It's at least the second. I think it's the third one. Like, what is that about? How did we have such a nice, even distribution of hits in the first half of the case and then just overrun with duplicates in the second half? To 49, that's Deion Kane and the Colts. I stacked it in the wrong place. Let's try and get that sorted out. Thunder and Lightning, Seahawks, Hidden Gems, Richard Sherman. He was a Seahawk on that card, by the way. So Xavier Rhodes and the Vikings, numbered to 99. Oh, and you were also feeling, maybe feeling like you would have Marshall Faulk come out for the Rams tonight. Well, I mean, it's still possible. We still have a little bit left to look at, so anything is possible until we get to the last hit. That is numbered to 99, Tyreek Hill and the Kansas City Chiefs. The Eagles and the Saints with a couple of inserts there. Our little silly kid reporter card again. It is the third. Okay, see, I thought it might be the third one, and you guys, Greg and Nick, are both saying, yeah, it is the third one. And that is just silly. That's just crazy. There should not be 3 of the same player in one half of a case. There shouldn't even be 3 of the same player in the whole case. But of course, as I've said before, if it were 3 Saquon Barkleys, we wouldn't be saying that. So I am a little hypocritical. I will admit it. Because honestly, if we hit 3 Saquon Barkley autographs, we would be jumping up and down saying it's the best case ever. Well, some of us would be. If you had the Giants, you would be, for instance. A Jalen Samuels turning pro relic for the Pittsburgh Steelers. So yeah, I know I'm a little hypocritical when I complain about duplication, but it's kind of situational. I hope this would be autographed. It's not. But it is numbered to 99 with a little Lamar Jackson love coming out for the Ravens. My Kentucky Wildcats played his former Louisville Cardinals today, and finally, well, I shouldn't say finally, we beat them year before last, but unexpectedly when we beat them year before last. Last year, they beat us into the ground. I mean, beat us so bad, it's a wonder we ever survived that loss. So then we got them pretty good this year, so I feel a little better now. Nick Chubb comes out for the Cleveland Browns. So Josh Rosen, rookie wave insert that went by. Thunder and Lightning for the Giants. And there's a Hidden Gems, another Tom Brady Hidden Gems. Fishman says it's only going to be black and gold for the last box. Oh, no, we can't think like that now. Don't be greedy, Fishman. This is turning pro Calvin Ridley for the Falcons with a relic. Now, my favorite is when we have nice hits, but when it's a good randomized selection. You know, I've always kind of bums me out when we get a lot of hits for one team because it means some of the other teams don't get any. Which, I mean, not that I don't want the people that get a lot of hits to get a lot of hits, because you do, but you also don't want other people to get none. So I have long said that if, this is Last Box Mojo, by the way, I have long said that if Panini would produce a product, you know, like Rookies and Stars, it's only for breakers. So they were not supposed to sell that to hobby shops. I'm sure they probably did. Apparently, they were not supposed to sell playoff to breakers. That's what 2 of my distributors told me after the fact. But obviously, I only had ordered it from one of them, and they never told me that. So anyway, I forgot where I was going with this. I just completely forgot. Oh, I was saying that I hope that, or I wished that Panini would make a product just for breakers where they would guarantee in the case that every team had a hit. I mean, it might not be an autograph hit for every team. It could be a relic hit, or it could be a low numbered, you know, whatever. But if they would make a product like that, where they said every team is guaranteed to have a hit in the case, think how much of that they would sell. Like a crazy amount of it, I would imagine. Because who wouldn't want to break that? Everybody would want to break that. Jay Allen, there's retail versions of just about everything, Rookies and Stars included. There are different configurations, of course. I mean, just like we're going to have retail Prism basketball that'll be coming out in a couple of weeks. And there's a vast number of products from both Topps and Panini that have a retail version, sometimes more than one retail version or retail configuration. And then you have the hobby version. So the hobby versions, like we open, always are going to be different and have more hits and all that. So look at this. Oh, this case just redeemed itself for me because we have another rated rookie optic preview autograph. And this one is Anthony Miller and the Bears. Yes, I'm quite happy with this. That, of course, is also numbered to 24. So this half of the case had 2 of our rated rookie autograph optic previews and 1 contenders preview autograph as well. And so Last Box Mojo already kind of delivered for us right there with that Anthony Miller and the Bears. Rashawn Evans and the Titans, that is numbered to 25. There's a Thunder and Lightning for the Seahawks, a Calvin Ridley rookie wave. There's another, that's Steelers and Broncos on our inserts. I mean, those, we're kind of seeing the same players go through on those inserts at this point. Fred Warner, San Francisco 49ers. That is numbered to 10 for the Niners. Breaker 19. Guys, any of you guys remember Smokey and the Bandit by any chance? Pat Mahomes, game day relic for the Kansas City Chiefs. Oh, Mickey says if they make a box like that where they guarantee every team a hit, they should also only guarantee 1 Steelers card per box. 1 Steelers base card, no less. I didn't even catch that the first read through. 1 Steelers base card. Wow. Devontae Adams and the Green Bay Packers with a game day relic. We are closing in on it. Not much left to look at here. A little tiny stack left to see what we can conjure up out of the last little vestiges of playoff. Ty Montgomery to 99 for the Packers. Oh, now that's just mean, Jay Allen. He says the one Steelers card that they include must be creased. Oh, that's just mean, man. Alvin Kamara numbered to 99 for the Saints. Thunder and Lightning for the Rams. That's an Air Command for the 49ers. Deron Payne and the Redskins. So very late in the game, we get the Redskins involved with a nice little Deron Payne. And I think that was our last hit, wasn't it? Or we do one more? No, I guess we'll do one more because there it is. So I lost count on this box somewhere along the way. It's another hit for the Saints. Imagine that. Alvin Kamara. The Saints have had about as many hits in here as the Steelers, maybe more than the Steelers, actually. Because, you know, what with Marcus Davenport coming out approximately 4,000 times. Not really, but I think it came out 3. All right, so it is time to recap our break. Let's see the stuff that we hit. Oh, we know you guys are kidding for sure. It's all good, man. It's all in good fun. I mean, what good is talking sports if you can't give each other some grief, have some rivalries, and, you know, spout some nonsense and go after one another? That's the fun of it. All right, so we're going to recap. These are all of our numbered cards that do not have relics and do not have autographs, but I stacked them off by themselves so that we could look at them again anyway. Now, I think that I got them all in the stack that we're recapping. However, if you saw one go by earlier that was numbered and you don't see it go by in the recap right now, don't sweat it. It's here somewhere. It would just mean that I stacked it in with the regular stuff instead of stacking it in the recap pile like I would have intended to do. So if you saw it go by, you know you are going to get it. Well, provided it's your team. You're not going to get it if it doesn't belong to your team. So, you know. All right, we have a game day relic for the Saints. Jay Allen has said, no way did the Saints hit more than the Steelers. Well, now I feel like we need to keep track of it. So we're going to make ourselves a Saints pile and a Steelers pile while we recap here. It's Deron Payne and the Redskins. Devontae Adams for the Packers. Pat Mahomes for the Chiefs. This is really just an excellent hit. That's a rated rookie preview autograph. Optic numbered to 24. Bears, Anthony Miller. Fantastic hit. Turning pro Calvin Ridley relic for the Falcons. There's a Nick Chubb for the Browns. We haven't gotten to Denzel Ward quite yet. There's a turning pro Jalen Samuels for the Steelers. Marcus Davenport and the Saints. A Bronco Bradley Chubb. Fournette for the Jags. There's your nice Marcus Mariota game day signatures to 35 for the Tennessee Titans. Here's a nice preview autograph of contenders, and that's Ronald Jones for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. There's another hit for the Saints, and yeah, it's Marcus Davenport again. Green Bay Packers, Clay Matthews relic, Mason Rudolph for the Steelers. The Patriots with Sony Michel, Cortland Sutton relic for the Broncos. That's Mitch Trubisky. It says Broncos on the front. It should not say Broncos on the front. It should say Bears, and it shows Bears on the back, and it should be Bears, but they mess up the front. But it is a Bears hit. And here's our nice Dolphins hit. This was pretty cool. That is numbered to 25, and it is Bob Greasy. Martin is here. Hi, Martin. Where you been, man? We were just saying earlier, like, where's Martin? This is Shaquem Griffin, numbered to 10 for the Seahawks. Denzel Ward and the Browns. James Washington, Steelers. The Colts with Naheem Hines. The Broncos and Von Miller. The Ravens with a Lamar Jackson relic, which I even forgot we hit. Darius Fountain and the Colts. There's another Saint. That's Drew Brees. Sony Michel for the Patriots. James Washington again for the Steelers. The Packers with a nice Aaron Rodgers relic, an accolades relic for Von Miller and the Broncos. Denzel Ward again for the Browns. Vita Vea for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Green Bay Packers with another Aaron Rodgers relic. Actually, the Packers have a lot of hits in here too, don't they? Another rated rookie optic preview autograph. Jalen Samuels, 224. So sweet. Game day Alvin Kamara relic for the Saints. Devontae Adams and the Packers. There's Mason Rudolph again for the Steelers. There's Marcus Davenport again for the Saints. Baker Mayfield relic for the Browns. And then we started things off with an Aaron Donald relic for the Rams. Now, here's just our second little question, just because Jay Allen, brought it up as to whether or not the Saints or the Steelers had more. We're going to find out. So Steelers had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the Saints, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exactly the same number. How about that? But you guys all thought, oh, the Steelers have so many more hits. No way did the Saints have as much but so see, now, haha. See, you're biased against the Steelers, aren't you? Oh, and Ezekiel was counting. He said the Packers beat them both, that the Packers had 8 hits. So there you go. So, yeah. So I was wrong and none of us thought the Packers had that many hits, did we? Until I was recapping, and I kept thinking, man, we're saying the Packers a lot. But it didn't, as we were going through it, it didn't seem that way to me either. So there you go. How you going to, I know. How's that working out for us? Stupid duplication fairy and her dumb duplication wand. She needs to go somewhere else and, do something different besides coming around and sprinkling duplication dust on all of our breaks. All right, so let's recap our stuff here on the spreadsheets real quickly. This one is an easy one tonight. Going to get out the door no later than Thursday, hopefully sooner, no later than that. And consolation cards don't even count because every team will have pull cards in that break. How easy was that? So easy. Breaks coming up tomorrow night. No breaks. I will be listing new stuff tomorrow night. I'll be sorting. I imagine you'll see some shipping labels print and all kinds of interesting things like that. But we will not be doing any live breaks tomorrow night. Monday night, we're going to do Immaculate Football, and we'll do a full 14-box case of Rookies and Stars, which is a Monday release. Tuesday, we'll do a case of Certified Basketball. On Wednesday, we're going to start getting back more to our normal schedule where we will be doing 3 or 4 things a night. And on Wednesday night, we will be doing Leaf Autograph Full-Size Football Helmets, full case, Immaculate Football, full case, and a full case of Topps High-Tech Baseball. Thursday night will be a half case of Leaf Autograph Football jerseys, another full case of Immaculate Football, and another full case of Rookies and Stars Football. Woohoo! And, so I think that's I guess that's got us covered for tonight. It seems like we were pretty efficient, doesn't it? We're out early tonight. Yeah, a little bit. So, Jay Allen, you said you had the best card in your opinion. Hey, man, that Marcus Mariota was fantastic. I loved that. I loved that Anthony Miller preview hit that came out for the Bears as well. And, of course, I'm a Steelers fan, so I like all the Steelers hits. But in general, I was pretty happy with our case of playoff. Both tonight and what we pulled out of it on release night, both I thought were really quite good. I do wish I'd ordered a little more playoff. But, it didn't work out this time. But next, we'll know for next year, right? All right, so I guess that is it for me tonight. I'm going to start getting all this stuff in top loaders and cleaning all these wrappers up out of the floor. Thank you, everyone, for joining me tonight. Enjoy what is left of your holiday weekend. You will see me again on Monday night. So hopefully one or all of you will come by and hang out with me then as well. And, that's it, I guess. We'll see you on Monday. Thanks all. Bye now.